Greetings, music lovers. Rick Ferguson, rickfergusonmusic.com. Thank you for joining me for music created during the time of the Spanish flu pandemic. As we are currently experiencing our own pandemic, it has not been lost on me the amount of wonderful music and art, dance, that's being created right now and shared largely via social media. And it is a flowering, an explosion of artistic creativity right now in the midst of really difficult circumstances. And it got me to thinking about, well, what kind of music was being created a century ago during the time of the Spanish flu pandemic. And I have come across a number of wonderful pieces that are not necessarily entrenched in the established repertoire, but probably should be. I wanted to share some of these with you, starting with a piece by the English-American violist and composer Rebecca Clarke. Rebecca Clarke, born in 1886 outside London, lived the earlier part of her life in England, eventually claimed both English and American citizenship, lived much of her adult life in the States, lived until 1979, has a wonderful memoir that she wrote during the late 60s, early 70s that's certainly worth checking out. This piece that we're going to focus on today is entitled Morpheus. Morpheus, the Greek god of sleep, oftentimes used as a messenger by the Greek gods to communicate through dreams. So a significant figure and a really cool idea for a piece. Morpheus was written in 1917 and it was premiered on February 13th, 1918 at a chamber music concert in Aeolian Hall in New York City. Rebecca Clarke, of course, was playing this. She wrote this under actually a pen name, Anthony Trent. At that time, she was feeling that it was much more difficult to have her pieces played and fairly reviewed if she put her name to all of them. So she would oftentimes, during this period, use this Anthony Trent pen name, and apparently the reviews that she got for music written as Anthony Trent were better than the reviews that she got by using her own name, unfortunately. But this is a wonderful piece of music, fascinating piece of music for me because it shows to my ears the influence of French Impressionism during this time period, especially in the piano writing, which tends to be extremely color-rich, both the viola and piano having a lot of pentatonic sounds that are being developed. And it's a wonderful example of melodic development happening in the viola, while the piano is creating really just gorgeous, lush textures in support. So I love this piece, especially since it has this wonderful programmatic idea of being connected to Morpheus. A little background here. In 1916, Rebecca Clarke started a residency that involved a lot of touring, a lot of traveling, much of which with two of her brothers, who are also wonderful musicians apparently, and then with cellist May Muckle, who Rebecca had gone to school with, knew well, and actually would continue to partner with for some years. In this particular concert, February 13th, 1918 in New York City, it saw the premiere of Morpheus and was accompanied by pianist Marjorie Heyman. I've got the actual program for this that you can look and see what was being played on the program and really enjoy this. So we're going to hear a performance by violist Jeremy Berry and pianist Michael Reffem. Gorgeous performance. My hat's off to these two. And I want you to listen to this piece from the standpoint of it being highly programmatic in nature, but then also how Rebecca Clarke uses a lot of these late impressionistic sounds to really show the viola's expressive character and the different colors that one can get from the viola. So enjoy. Wasn't that wonderful? You know, Morpheus predated Rebecca Clarke's extremely well-known viola sonata by about a year. So it would not surprise me if she was using Morpheus as, since it contains a lot of similar elements to her viola sonata, that she was using this as something of a sketch piece in preparation for writing a larger work. It just simply sounds that way to me, and I love this piece, and I want to play this piece. It's such beautifully crafted music. I hope you enjoyed hopefully finding out about a brand new piece for you and something that I feel should be played much more often. If you have any suggestions as far as pieces you'd like me to explore, rickfergusonmusic.com, let me know. Obviously, I really enjoy looking into this beautiful music. Take care, be well. Thank you.